Hello, comic friends. I have another run fill video for you. I have a mix of a mail call and stuff I picked up at a local mini con. Uh, and you all know how much I love to put runs together. But this might be the last one of these types of videos we have in a while. I need a break from runs. Aside from sort of the bigger ones that I have ongoing that are meant to be sort of this long process, right? The Amazing Spider-Man run, obviously, that was not something that was ever intended to be filled quickly, so that's gonna slowly make its way to being complete. The Submariner run, again, it's not, the books aren't horribly expensive. It's just something I'm taking my time with because I do want to find decent enough copies for a reasonable price. And same with the Tales to Astonish run, the Submariner portion of it. It's tough for me because I always have some sort of run I'm like actively seeking. You know, those three aren't so active. It's more like when I come across something that fits into it, I get it. But you know, in the past, or for the past year, really, I've been always putting together runs. It started as, I mean, I've done it for a long time, but I really started hitting runs hard when all the quarantine happened and local comic shops were having a hard time. So one of the things that I wanted to do, especially when there weren't new comics coming out, right? So I still wanted to support local comic shops. So what I decided to do, because I wasn't buying new comics, I was trying to put runs together and getting as much as I could from local comic shops to help support them. Right. So like that started with a 90s Namor run, and then just a bunch of them. Since then, you know, I've just, if you've been watching, you know, I've been getting filling runs and reading runs. There was Darkhawk, Sleepwalker, and Peter David Hulk, all kinds of, like, I can't remember them all. But I need to slow down a little bit. The new, obviously new comics have been back for a while now, and also if you've been watching my TGIWs recently, they're getting way out of control. My fault, but out of control. And I also just need to stop collecting those runs so I can read what I have. I have like 10 long boxes of stuff that needs read. It's ridiculous. So have some good run fills here for this video. But then I'm probably, you know, unless I pick up one from those three that are ongoing, it'd probably be a while. The first thing I'm going to go over is something I got from a friend. It was a customer of mine from like both YouTube auctions and from doing pressings and stuff like that. But we chat quite a bit, and he's just become a friend that I enjoy talking to. This was kind of cool. He had a run of Something is Killing the Children. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in this video because it does count as a run, because it's a near full run of Something is Killing the Children that he was looking to sell. And I didn't have any of the individual issues of Something is Killing the Children, except for some of the random ones I sort of picked up here and there, but I wasn't reading it in issues. I've been like getting trades because I was late to it. But it doesn't mean I don't want all the issues. I was late to it. I missed it. It was my bad. I messed up. But he was selling his near complete run. And I decided, hey, let's talk. Let's work this out. So we started talking, and you know, I did some research on, you know, I saw what he had and crunched some numbers and whatnot, and we came to an agreeable amount. And it's so weird. and he mentioned like he was really excited to sell it because he wanted to put that money towards one of an issue he's been really looking for, Iron Man 55. As he knows, first Thanos, first Drax, first Blood Brothers, first whatever. I had just so happened to have an extra Iron Man 55. I had it was the one I've had for a long time, but I had upgraded it. It was graded at a 4.5, and I had a chance to get a higher grade for it, so I went for it. So I had this extra one, and that sort of range that the 4.5 was in just happened to sort of land in the spot of what he was looking for grade wise. So like, well, holy crap. You have what I want and I have what you want. Let's work this out. So we're able to work out what I think we both felt was a fair trade. So it was just kind of weird that he just happened to mention he was looking for that one thing, and like I happen to have that one thing. Anyway, so I have these split into two piles, which is why it might seem weird. I have my pile that I'm going to send off to be graded, and the pile I'm not going to send off to be graded. But number one, first print, and this is in great condition. It's a 9.8 candidate. I feel it's going to come back 9.6 or 9.8, hoping for 9.8. Fingers crossed, of course. I'm okay with a 9.6 in this, though, so I'm going to let it ride. A fourth print of number one, which is a super cool cover, also going to get that graded. That I am going to pre-screen for a 9.8. I think it is a candidate, but it's one of those things where I don't want it in a 9.6, a graded 9.6. I only want it graded if it's 9.8, so I'll pre-screen it. Also 9.8 candidate, Something He's Killing Children number 2, first print. Going to pre-screen it. I believe this is third print of number 2. Also going to 9.8 pre-screen that. This is the number 12 Jenny Friesen cover. It's just this book isn't actually worth that much. It's just really pretty. So if I can get that into 9.8, I'd be okay with that. This one I need to do some work on. I'm not. I want to send this in to get graded. I don't know if I will. There's something going on with it on the back that I have to see if I can fix. But we'll see. If I can't, it's not that big of a deal because again, it's not a super expensive issue. And one of the local comic shop day shiny variants. There are actually two. So now to the not going to get graded pile. There were two of those shiny variants, but I felt only the one had a chance at a 9.8, so that's not what I'm sending in. And then most of the rest of the run, so we have our 3, 4, 5. I need to do it this way. This is better. He did have a 6, but I actually have a 6. One of the random issues I happen to have. I think I actually have 2 6s, like a first print and a not first print, I guess. 7. The 8 is a second print. I was able to get a first print at one of my local comic shops, so that's good. Then your 9, 10. Forget how numbers work. 11. And 12 and 13, and he did say it is the full run, like the full run of up through 15. He had 14 and 15 he had on order already, and he said he would send those off when he has them. So it was for the full, like, because originally the run was supposed to be 15 issues. So it was going to end there, but it is going to go on after that. But it was the first 15 issues was what the lot was. So I'll have those coming. So that's, boom, full run of Something's Killing Children. All first prints. With something that I had and something I was able to go get, but the majority of it there. So pretty excited about that. Next. So these were a couple of things that I picked up at a little comic swap meet. And I guess they're not all one is not a run filler, but I got it there, so whatever. So I picked up these Backlash Spider-Man 1 and 2 because I didn't think that I don't think that I had them. I probably do. Because for my overall Spider-Man run, I'm getting all limited series as well. And this just didn't look familiar to me. And they were cheap, so I was like, well, I'll just get them. And if I already have them, I'm out like $3. So it was worth the $3 to me to make sure that I didn't miss out on those. Then there's someone who had a couple of Spider-Womans. So I got another Spider-Woman 20 I think from the last video. I got a Spider-Woman 20. I was not happy with the shape it was in. This seller happened to have one that was in better shape, so I picked up a replacement. And then they also had 32. Very cool Werewolf by Night cover, or just general Monsters cover, right? Because you have the classic Universal Monsters back there. Very cool cover. A Submariner 53, one of the subbies that I needed. And a Tales to Astonish number 88, just one of the Tales to Astonish that I needed. And this Marvel Chillers number 1, this is the first appearance of Mordred. It was just a really nice looking copy of it, and I didn't have it. So I was like, cool, I'll take that. So not a run fill, just, yeah. Let's see. Then from an online comic shop, again, when I fill runs, these are all in wonky order. I make sure to check local comic shops first to get everything that I can there. And then if I have to, I check just general online shops. So I needed 6 issues of Deathlock, and this one online comic shop had all 6 of them. So Deathlock 16, 27, Infinity Crusade crossover, but that's going to be great. 28, 29, 31, and the last issue, 33. So that completes the Deathlock run. Hooray! Get to read Deathlock now. And then there was an eBay seller that had 3 things that I needed. They had 2 issues of Tales to Astonish, 82, with the great Iron Man cover. Super cool. And 100, which is probably one of my favorite Tales to Astonish covers, because it's Hulk and Submariner, right? So all of these are 2 stories each, a Submariner story and a Hulk story. And the covers of them are usually, it's either a Hulk cover or a Submariner cover. I love it when they both get to be on it. And this is it's just a great cover. Aside from them both being on it, it's a great cover. And most importantly, they had Spider-Woman number 37, which is the last issue of Spider-Woman that I needed. So I have all issues of the first volume of Spider-Woman. This actually is a key issue. This is also the first appearance of Siren, as you can Siren here, which I think is the only key issue in all of Spider-Woman. But this seller had this at this is in really nice shape too. It's probably about a 9.0, and I could definitely improve it. So they had it for a really good price for what it was. The Tales to Astonish weren't overpriced. They were just like maybe a little higher than I wanted to, but I was definitely picking this up for the price I had. So just throw these on because it'll be shared shipping. So that's it. So now I'm in a good place when it comes to runs, right? So the only 2 real ones that I had going on that I was trying to fill are Deathlock and Spider-Woman, and they're both done. The Submariner, the Tales to Astonish, Amazing Spider-Man, and I'll fill those as I kind of go. But these other ones are ready to read, except for Spider-Woman, because my Spider-Woman #1 is, it's not slabbed yet. It's but it's off being graded right now, so I can't read the. Ooh, I have another Spider-Woman that I'm about to send to get graded. I better read that before I send it off to get graded. So okay, I've been going around to like everyone that I think might know, like, hey, do you know? Did they come out with a True Believers reprint of Spider-Woman 1? I really need one if they do, because I want to read that run, but I can't read my #1. But I think I have an extra. That actually, you know what? That might be an extra Marvel Spotlight 32, which is the first appearance of Spider-Woman, which is a better thing to have, but doesn't help me in wanting to read Spider-Woman 1. Anyway, none of that is important at all right now. So that is it. Nice little break from runs. It is a bit of a weight off of me, right? Where I'm not always like, all right, let's, I've already, gotta hit up the stores, gotta see what they have, gotta check these online shops, check eBay every X amount of days to see if the issue that I need pops up around some other stuff that I like. It was starting to stress me out a little bit. Aside from the stress of it just building the stack of stuff I need to read and it not getting read because I have so much. But anyway, yep, that's it. 2 more runs filled. 1 run just kind of generated out of thin air with Something's Killing the Children. So we'll count that as 3 runs completed for this video. That's awesome. Now just to read them. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and let me know what runs that you all are working on or thinking about working on. I know I say I'm taking this break from runs, but I already have in the back of my mind like what I want to collect next. I just need to keep it in the back of my mind, and as it approaches the forefront, be like, no. Keep back there, because I need this break. I need it. I need to catch up. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I think I said that already, but I guess, I don't know, do it twice if you can. And as always, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.